Dear students, I am going to speak about characteristics of cancer cells. See in this cartoon, so this cancer cell is saying I am immortal. So to know the characteristics of a cancer cell, one should know the characteristics and behavior of the normal cell. So then you will able to understand the characteristics of the cancer cells. Normal cells. How many cells in your body? Around 30 trillion cells. So these 30 trillion cells, these are normal cells. They are the basic building blocks of your body. They may be epithelial cells or nervous cells or neurons or skeletal muscle cells or blood cells, all these. So they have a specific characteristics that enable them to maintain correct functioning of tissues, organs and organ systems. Normal cells grow and divide when required. When they are not required, they undergo apoptosis. It is a normal process of development to maintain tissue homeostasis, and also it is a response to unrepairable damage that occurs in the DNA. So then cell undergoes apoptosis. Normal cells, they stick together, you will able to see, by selective adhesion and remain in their location. So they don't move. These are skeletal muscle cells and epithelial cells as an example. Only except the leukocytes or WBC, all other cell types, they remain in their location. They have differentiated cells. These cells, normal cells, are differentiated to perform particular functions, even though they have originated from the zygote or the same type of genome. So the cancer is a complex genetic disease that is caused by specific changes in the genes of a cell. These changes disrupt normal functioning and they affect mainly the growth and the division. So there is an uncontrolled growth and the uncontrolled division you will find. So these cancer cells have more genetic changes when compared to the normal cells. These genetic changes that occur in the genes which regulate mitosis, such as proto-oncogenes, tumor suppressor genes and DNA repair genes. So the genetic changes in these genes going to contribute cancerous tumors. So here in the normal cell, when there is the mutation or there is a damage which is not repaired, then the cell undergoes apoptosis or cell suicide. But whatever the rate of mutation, whatever the rate of damage, so there is no apoptosis, the cell is not listening to the apoptotic signals, then you can see the unregulated cell division leading to tumor formation. So what are the hallmarks of cancer cells? So the cancer cells, they are not listening to the growth signals of the body. So they are uncontrolled cell division, and also they don't listen to the apoptotic signals also. There is they are immortal, and all types of mutations and chromosomal aberrations you will able to see, and there is they are cells are invasive. They move out of the tumor and they metastasis somewhere in part of the body. There is a uncontrolled cell division. There is a sustained angiogenesis. So angiogenesis means the development of the blood vessels. So that in the normal tissues, whenever there is a repair process, the wound healing, and then you will able to see the development of the blood vessels. Here the cancer tumor, they initiate angiogenesis because their glucose requirement is the highest. So these are all the hallmarks of cancer cells. So how cancer cell is different from normal cell? These are normal cell. So beautifully they have the plasma membrane, or else there is a you can see the nucleocytoplasmic ratio. You will see how different you will find the same normal cell when transformed into cancer cell. You will be able to see this type of morphology. You will see ruffled appearances, lot of phagocytotic vesicles, bleps and pinocytotic vesicles you will be able to see on the cell surface, that absent in the normal cells, and they don't have definite shape because of the damage that occurred, or else disarray of cytoskeleton, so microtubules and actin filaments. Then the cancer cells, from the cancer cells you will able to see lot of proteases are extruded, and they destroy surrounding cells, healthy tissues, and they digest the extracellular fluid. So the normal cells, you will find there is a definite nucleus and cytoplasmic ratio that is altered in the cancer cells. The small cytoplasm, the multiple nuclei, multiple nucleolus, all these are the characteristics of the cancer cells. So they are enlarged nucleus, peripherally shifted, and the nucleus has irregular outline, what you see in the cancer cell. So the normal cells are mortal cells. They stop dividing and aging process start after certain division. But cancer cells, they divide indefinitely. They are immortal cells. Then there is a property called contact inhibition in normal cells that is absent in the case of cancer cells. So the loss of contact inhibitions. So what exactly contact inhibition, I'm going to discuss later. The normal cells stay together with the similar cell types, then the cancer cells easily detach from their own cell types. There is the apoptosis. You will find they listen to the apoptotic signals, unresponsive to the apoptotic signals. Then controlled cell division, increased rate of cell division, controlled angiogenesis. You will find the blood vessel formation, unregulated angiogenesis. So these are differentiated to perform particular function, and cancer cells are immature. They cannot perform a specific functions that is the specified function. So this normal cells aerobic respiration, and in the cancer cells you can see anaerobic respiration. They don't require oxygen. So that's why you will find why there is anaerobic respiration, because of the altered mitochondria. In the mitochondria, the metabolic pathways, the Krebs cycle and electron transport system is not going to take place in cancer cells. That's why the energy efficiency is very low. So that's why they crave for glucose. The glucose in the normal cell, after all the metabolic pathways, glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport system, going to give 38 ATP, whereas so because of the abnormal mitochondria, so this cancer cell, the only glycolytic pathway, they yield only ATP, only 2 ATP. So that's why these ATP, whatever the pyruvic acid, the end product of glycolysis, not enter to the Krebs cycle to generate more ATP. Instead, they produce lactic acid to yield only 2 ATP. So due to the large amount of lactic acid production, the cell environment is acidic, whereas here alkaline. And you see here the normal architecture, and see here, so the cancer cell, you will see different types of shapes, altered nucleus, the unregulated cell division, and they come out of their own cell types and move towards the different parts of the body. So this is what I said, in the normal cell aerobic respiration, in the cancer cell anaerobic respiration, because of swollen mitochondria and few irregular cristae and loss of electron transport system can be seen in cancer cells. Due to loss of electron transport system, cancer cells depend on anaerobic respiration, and that's why they consume large amount of glucose to produce large number of ATP, and they excrete large amount of lactic acid. That's why acidic environment you will find so many the hydrogen ions here, so acidic environment. So this the normal cell chromosomes and the cancer cells, so where you will see all types of chromosomal aberrations, chromosomal gaps, deletion, translocation, ring formation, all these you will find in the chromosomes of the cancer cells. Those are absent in the normal cells. So these cancer cells, you will find multipolar mitosis, multinucleated condition, arrested mitosis, multiple large nucleoli, then small amount of cytoplasm, and lagging chromosomes, chorus chromatin, then variable cell shape and nucleus. All these are the characteristics of the cancer cells. That's how they differ from the normal cell. Then I mentioned about the loss of contact inhibition in cancer cells. So loss of contact inhibition because of loss of adhesion molecules. The cell adhere to the similar type of cell types. You will see here, these are epithelial cells. There is the in between cells there are adhesion molecules. These are called the cadherin, E-cadherin or adhesive molecules. Similar, these epithelial cells adhere to the basement membrane with the help of focal adhesion molecules. So in cancer cells, these molecules are absent. Due to the loss of these molecules, they don't adhere to similar cell types. This is what you can see, the property loss of contact inhibition. So that's why they are highly mobile cells due to loss of cell adhesion protein. These which keep the cells in their right place. These cancer cells, these molecules are lost, the adhesion molecules are lost. So that's why they metastasis. The property metastasis or invasiveness because of loss of contact inhibition. If you take these in a conical flask, the normal cells and the cancer cells in separate conical flask. Normal cells after 1 hour or 2 hours, you can see they settle, they adhere to the similar cell types and they form a monolayer in the bottom. Whereas due to the loss of contact inhibition, the cells are moving in the culture medium, or else the cells, they don't adhere to the bottom, they form you can see this type, you can see in the case of cancer cells. So this cancer cells, there is a autocrine growth stimulation you will find. So they produce their own growth factors, and this is what you can see, auto stimulation proliferation. They keep on dividing, and these they detach. All these you have studied. So they detach from the normal the cells, and they move towards the blood vessels. You can see the cancer cells, they breaks through the basement membrane and move towards they digest the basement membrane, and they just move out and looking for the blood vessels to get transport to the other parts of the body. This is called metastasis. So these normal cells may undergo abnormal changes called hyperplasia and dysplasia in hyperplasia there is an increase in the number of cells. You will find when compared to the normal architecture, you can see increase in number of cells. In these are all the steps of cell transformation. So how the cells were going to become cancerous. So then you can see these hyperplasia leading to dysplasia, where you can see the cells look abnormal. Then dysplasia, they become cancerous later. So this what the pathologist, whenever they take the biopsy from the cancer patient or suspected cancer patient, they going to see whether the tumor is cancerous or benign, or whether there is a cell transformation. So all these, whether they are hyperplasia is there or dysplasia, or else this, by that they say the what degree of cancer the patient is suffering from. So cancer cells are immortal, what I said. During normal cell division, you will see this is what you can see, the telomeric region of the normal chromosome. The cell, the chromosome loses a tiny part of the telomere in every cell division. So this is the first cell division, second cell division, third, you can see in every whenever cell divides, it loses a small portion of the telomere, and after the entire telomeric portion is lost, then cell stops dividing, then cell cannot able to divide. Whereas in this is where you can see in the case of, that's why cells are normal cells are mortal. The cancer cells are immortal because they don't lose their telomeric portion, because they synthesize an enzyme, they secrete an enzyme called telomerase, which protect this telomeric portion during every cell division. Hence they can divide at any rate without any limitation. This telomeric portion is very important because through the telomeric portion the chromosome attached to the nuclear membrane undergoing coiling during prophase. So that is very much required. When cell loses all the telomeric portion, then cell ceases to divide, whereas the cancer cell protect this telomere, and that's why they are immortal. They can divide at any rate. There is no limitations. So cancer cell, you will find, this is the cartoon of the cancer cell. There is the cell debris in cell cytoplasm. The cancer cells, the energy demand is the highest. So that's why inefficient energy generating system you have studied in you have seen in the mitochondria. So they cannot meet this energy demand. Hence cancer cells, they phagocytize the neighboring cells. Lot of cell debris you will able to see in the cytoplasm because they digest the neighboring cells. That's why the lot of the enzymes, lysosome, so the filled enzymes you will find in the cancer cells. Then poorly developed Golgi complex. Then you will find endoplasmic reticulum. They assume the shape of annulated lamellae to meet the increased demand of protein synthesis. So you can see the cisternae of these endoplasmic reticulum are paired, and you can see they are in the shape of annulated lamellae. They are in they are large amount of endoplasmic reticulum. You will find large number of polyribosome complex. So all these you will find because of the increased protein synthesis, the cell is dividing. So protein demand is the highest. That's why you will see the the increased morphology of this endoplasmic reticulum in case of cancer cells. So these are about the characteristics of the cancer cells, and how they differ from the normal cell, and why they differ from the normal cells, and what make the cell to transform, and all these we are going to study in the next video. Thank you.